Let's talk about that moment, the one you didn't expect anymore. Your phone lights up, and it's her name. After days, weeks, or even months of silence, your heart reacts before your mind does. You feel relief, curiosity, hope, and tension all at once. And in that moment, most men either respond too fast or say too much. Both reactions quietly undo everything the silence built. Here's the truth most men don't hear. When she reaches out after silence, the message itself matters less than how you respond. Your response tells her whether you stayed grounded or whether the silence broke you. And women notice that immediately. Dr. Alina Rosa's psychology explains this clearly. Silence creates emotional space. That space forces reflection. And your response either preserves that power or gives it away. The biggest mistake men make is responding with emotion instead of composure. They rush to reply. They over-explain. They ask questions that reveal longing. They try to restart the connection instantly. That energy feels good to release, but it shifts the dynamic in the wrong direction. Because when she reaches out, she is testing the emotional ground. She's checking if you're still available, if you're still waiting, if she still holds emotional influence. So your response must be calm, not cold, not distant, just steady. You don't pretend you didn't care. You don't punish her with silence. You simply reply without urgency. Timing matters. You don't respond instantly like you were waiting. You don't disappear for days to prove a point. You respond when it feels natural and when you're emotionally neutral. Neutrality is strength. Your message should be simple, short, warm, but contained. Something that says, "I'm here, but I'm not chasing." When you do this, something subtle shifts in her mind. She expected one of two reactions, excitement or resentment. What she didn't expect was calm presence. That calm makes her feel the contrast. Dr. Alina Ross emphasizes this. Women don't reconnect through intensity. They reconnect through emotional safety paired with strength. If your response feels emotionally balanced, she feels safe engaging again. If it feels needy, she feels pressure. If it feels cold, she feels rejected. Balance is the key. Another important rule is this: do not bring up the silence. Not yet. Men love to clarify. Women need time to feel. If you immediately ask why she disappeared or where she's been, you shift the conversation into defense mode. Defense blocks connection. Instead, you let the interaction unfold naturally. If she wants to explain, she will. If she doesn't, forcing it only reveals insecurity. Silence worked because it removed pressure. Your response should keep that pressure off. Pay attention to her energy after your reply. Is she engaging? Is she asking questions? Is she investing emotionally? If she is, you match her pace, not exceed it. If she's vague or inconsistent, you don't push. You don't chase clarity. You let her show you where she stands through behavior. This is where many men lose control. They mistake contact for commitment. A message doesn't mean she's back. It means she's curious. Curiosity can grow, but only if you don't smother it. Dr. Alina Ross explains that women often reach out when emotional distance creates uncertainty. They miss the feeling, not necessarily the relationship. Your job is not to sell yourself. It's to remain the same grounded man she remembers. Another critical point is how you end the conversation. You don't keep it going endlessly. You don't cling to the interaction. You allow it to end naturally. Ending the conversation calmly reinforces emotional stability. It tells her you're not dependent on constant contact, that you have a life, that her attention is appreciated, not required. That's attractive. If she continues reaching out over time, you stay consistent. Same calm tone, same balanced responses, same emotional presence. Consistency rebuilds trust faster than intensity ever could. Eventually, one of two things happens. She opens up emotionally and seeks reconnection, or she fades again. Both outcomes give you clarity. If she opens up, you move forward slowly. No rushing, no emotional dumping. You rebuild step by step. If she fades, you don't chase. You already know what inconsistency means. Here's the deeper truth. How you respond after silence reflects how you handle uncertainty in life. A man who remains centered when things are unclear becomes emotionally magnetic. Not because he tries, but because he's not shaken. Women are drawn to men who don't lose themselves in emotional waves. Dr. Alina Rosa's psychology always comes back to this. Attraction isn't built through words. It's built through emotional regulation. When she reaches out after silence, your power isn't in what you say. It's in what you don't rush to say. Calm over chaos, presence over pressure, stability over fear. That's how you respond. That's how you maintain dignity. And that's how you give the connection a real chance without losing yourself.